Hey everybody, this is Bo again. I'm been planning on doing this video for a while now. Just really trying to wait till a good time to do it. I had a person message me, or actually in the comment section on another video. They asked, how do I become a Bible reviewer? I think it'd be really cool to do, and I told them I was really close to my 400 video mark, and I was really close to 1,500 subscribers. So I told them whenever I hit one of those, whichever one came first, I would plan on going in and doing this. So we exceeded 1,500 subscribers a few days ago, so I decided to go ahead and make this video. So this is basically how I became, and how I would say you could become a Bible reviewer. So if you love Bibles, and especially if you love Bible reviews, that's what started it for me. I love watching Derek Yee and Matthew Everhard and Paul Stevens, and there's several others that I loved watching Bible reviews of, and I recommend you go check out their channels. There's so many others. SA Tabernacle. There's so many great places to get Bible reviews, and everybody does them a little bit different. So first of all, I needed to decide, what style review would I want to do. That's what I would recommend you do. If you're wanting to become a Bible reviewer, you need to decide what kind of style. I know David at SA Tabernacle, he does multiple camera angles. He does some really cool, a lot more cool stuff than I do. There's other people that do them, like Randy at Bible Buying Guide. He does them from over top, and he does a lot of comparisons with his size comparisons and stuff. He does a ton of those, and I do comparison videos separately. I'll do the review separate, and then comparisons separate as different videos. So it just depends on how you prefer to do it. There's several ways to do it. For me, I personally do a point of view camera shot, just me holding my phone and flipping through. It gives you a disadvantage because you're having to do all this with one hand while you're holding the phone or whatever with the other. If you have somebody or a tripod that can hold the camera or phone for you, that's even better. So once you've decided what kind of style you're gonna do, now you don't have to do these all on YouTube either. You can do blog. There's plenty of folks that do blogs, and they add pictures rather than video. So it just depends on what works better for you. So for me, it's simpler to do videos. I think it's just easier for people to see all the intricate detail of the Bibles and what they're actually looking for. So second thing is, why are you reviewing? What's the purpose? So there's different types of reviews. There are open boxing, or open box videos where you're unboxing a product for the first time. Those are really exciting, especially hearing the reactions and really some of the stuff that you watch them to see the reactions and to hear, about all the things that you're hoping to experience when you buy that item as well. So those are very popular. I don't do unboxing videos, mainly because most of the Bibles that I review are sent to me by publishers, and I just don't find it's fair to them to record an unboxing, because, okay, now I'm not trying to be biased, but because it's uncommon, but it does happen that you'll get a defective product. You'll get an item, or you'll get a Bible with a scratched gilt. You'll get a Bible with a stain on the art gilding. You'll get a Bible with a scratch on the cover. You'll get a Bible with pages that aren't cut correctly. That happens. And the thing is, it's very uncommon. And in almost every instance, the publisher will make it right with you, the consumer. So I would hate to put out an unboxing video that showed this defect and discourage people from buying from that publisher, unnecessarily. Okay, so if a publisher is not willing to fix their own mistakes, then absolutely, show this is the condition it came in. They didn't want to replace it. This could be something you'll run into. But I would hate for people to feel that that's the norm. That's why I don't do unboxing videos. The type video that I do is an informative video from the perspective of the consumer. There's also informative videos from the perspective of the producer or the publisher, which are more like advertisements. And that's okay too. I have no problem with advertisements, but you just have to know that that's what they are. You don't need to watch a video published by Crossway thinking that they're going to show you every single little thing that they might not like, because it's an advertisement. So, and like I said, I'm fine with that as long as they're not portrayed as something other than an advertisement. So, and I've promoted things on my YouTube channel that I really like, that I want to encourage people to buy because I really love these things. So I don't have any problem with doing that. Now, my reviews are generally biased, a little bit biased toward premium Bibles. I don't review a lot of non-premium Bibles, just because this is what I go after, and this is what I enjoy holding, enjoy reading from, and that generally that's what publishers send are their nicer Bibles because they have a higher profit margin on those Bibles. So, and the people that are tuning in to watch Bible reviews, they're doing research to make a major purchase. They're not going to go check out a bunch of Bible reviews for a $10 Bible, most likely. They're going to check out a bunch of Bible reviews for a $200 Bible. And so that's usually the ones that they send for review. Now, I keep holding up this Schuyler. I've never received a Bible from Schuyler to do a review. And I don't mind that. They have such excellent Bibles. I'll try to trade to get them or something, or purchase them if I can. But anyway, so I do an informative review from the perspective of the consumer. So I want to show all the things that a consumer wants to see, wants to know about. So the way I generally do that, once, like I said, okay, remapping, once you've decided on a format, and then once you've decided on a style, once you've decided on all those things, now you need to decide how you're going to present the review. Okay, what are you going to talk about first? How long are you going to talk about it? And so I generally go from the outside in. So I'll spend some time on these issues. Okay, so I'll give an example right here really quickly. This is a Schuyler a Schuyler NASB thin line quintel, also known as the thin tail, and it's in black goat skin. So give the title of the Bible and kind of give an overall look of the Bible, a feel of the Bible. I'll show the spine, what's on the spine, how's it different from other editions, what's about the size, the dimensions, how is it, how's it feel. So I'll talk about the cover, some of the features of the cover, the interior of the cover. Then we'll get into the book block as I work through. And I'll talk about, what it might have in the front, ability to take notes, who printed it. This one was printed and bound by Youngblood in the Netherlands, as are all of Schuyler Bibles. It has a 2K Denmark font, which is really popular. The layout itself is a double column, 11-point font with references at the bottom. I'll make sure to show the margins. You have about a 1/2 inch margin on the sides, maybe closer to 3/4 inch margin on the side. You can also see it's beautifully gold gilded with red art gilding underneath. So I'll show all those aesthetic things. We'll talk about the paper. This paper itself is a 28 GSM paper, but it's really, really nice. Very low amount of ghosting in these editions, at least low in comparison to other 28 GSM papers. So I'll try to talk about as much information as I can squeeze into this review to make it as beneficial and as informative for the consumer as I can. So also, a lot of people want to know whether it's black letter or red letter. You'll get a ton of comments asking if you don't show it. This is a black letter text. And in the thin tails, they removed the concordance to save on space, which I'm fine with that. But they do have lined paper in the back. As you can see, I don't know if you can see that real well, but you do have lined paper in the back. And then you get to your map section, which the maps are on just matte Bible, like thick Bible paper. It's a little thicker than the 28 GSM paper, but it's on like Bible paper. I love it. Love it. I wish everybody did it like that. And then you have an index to the maps at the back and some cardstock. So I kind of go front to back what's in the edition. And then I'll talk about, it's edge line construction versus a Bible that's a paste down construction, or a Bible that's a paperback with the glued back. And there's different things. You want to talk about the benefits of the construction methods and the deficiencies. Like this is a sewn perimeter, so it's going to be much stronger than one that's not sewn. However, with the sewn perimeter, most of these corners are what's called where they're cut corners and folded in. They're not going to be pleated like you'd find with Allen Bibles. So you just want to make sure people realize that that there are benefits and deficiencies with different design choices. So anyway, that's just a small example. Also, try to spend, just a word to the wise, try to spend a few days at the minimum with the edition so you can get a good feel of how it reads, how the experience of reading is. So just spend some time in it before you give your opinion, because once it's out there, it's out there. So anyway, that's about all I've got on how to produce the review. So once you've videoed or typed it out and created the review, now you want to promote the review. The last portion is promoting the review to get people to see it. That's the whole reason you're doing it. The whole reason you're doing the review is not just for you and your buds. It's for people to benefit from it. And the more reviewers we have, the better. The more perspectives we have on what we like, what we don't like, and the more that publishers can see what people are responding well to, what people are not so favorable for. So really, I love that we're having more reviewers coming up and doing their thing. So make it unique, make it your own, and then you need to promote it, like I said. So the way I promote is through Facebook, and I'm a part of several Bible groups, but I created a Bible group which is kind of blown up and turned into something pretty awesome, and it's Everything Bibles Facebook group. So you can check that out, and you're more than welcome to post your reviews there. We don't restrict anybody from posting reviews. Anything that could be beneficial to our members of the group, we encourage. So feel free to post your reviews in Everything Bibles Facebook group. You can also post on Instagram. You can post on Twitter, anywhere that you could copy and paste the web address to your YouTube video or your blog. You can put it there. But the goal is to get people to watch them and to engage with you in your channel or through your blog. So once you've gotten an audience of subscribers who regularly watch or read your reviews, then you can start petitioning or going to publishers about getting review copies. So I wouldn't recommend going to publishers a little prematurely. I wouldn't go to publishers about getting review copies unless you had in the hundreds of subscribers. So I did approach a couple publishers when I first started, and they kind of told me, you don't really have the reach that would warrant us to send you review copies just yet, which makes perfect sense. It's a financial decision for them. Is the benefit versus loss? You have more benefit in sending the copy to the reviewer versus you're losing money investing in that review copy. So you need to have enough viewers or enough subscribers or readers to be able to have a leg to stand on when you go to publishers and say, hey, I would love to be a reviewer for you. What would I need to do? Who do I need to talk to about reviewing editions? Even if you had to buy your own editions and review, at least give them a sampling of your style, how you review, and those kind of things. Then they'll be happy to send you stuff from their newest stuff, the stuff they haven't released yet. I've had the privilege of reviewing tons of things that have not been released yet, which is really, really cool, or kind of get an early look at certain things to be able to give your opinion on things. And once you get enough subscribers or viewers or readers, then publishers will start approaching you about reviewing. So anyway, that's kind of how it works. How it worked for me. It's a produce a product, produce a review that people want to see, that's valuable to them, and then promote that review and try to help benefit other people. It's not so much promoting yourself. The reason you did the review was for others' benefit. So by you promoting it, you're doing that for the benefit of others, and that's okay. Don't feel bad about that. So anyway, that's about all I can really say about it. I've kind of laid it all out there on how to be a reviewer. Hopefully this is helpful. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments, and if I can help you in any way, I'd love to help you answer questions or whatever. Really, I'm no expert on it, but I'm just kind of sharing my perspective on how to become a reviewer and what it takes to get from point A to point B. So there's probably better ways. There's probably I know there's tons of different ways to do it, but that's just my view. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. As always, if you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing below and clicking the little bell for the notifications so you can be notified when I have new videos, and I've got a ton of videos. So I've got more reviews coming. I know that I really don't want to give any early hints, but I've got more coming from Crossway. I've got more coming from Holman. I've got more coming from Thomas Nelson and Zondervan, and we've got a bunch of Bibles coming. So I got another Bible coming from local church Bible publishers that's been sent around to different reviewers as kind of an early look at their their ultimate level. I'm trying to think of the Platinum series, I think. So I'm looking forward to seeing that one. So anyway, I just wanted to kind of give you a preview of what's to come. So if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. And thanks for watching. God bless.